What is going on, everyone? Jared here with another Mezco review. Today we are looking at the brand new 1/12 Collective Green Goblin. This is based on like the classic Green Goblin appearance. And yeah, we're going to start as usual with the articulation, and I'm going to pass it over to Phil. So starting with the head, you do have a classic Mezco double ball joint at the top and at the bottom. So you'll get a pretty good amount of range. You can look that far up, that far down. Going to these shoulders, you can pretty much get them all the way out. I don't think there's there's no butterfly joint in there. You do have a bicep cut and double jointed elbow. You do have the classic ball hinge for the wrist. So that will pose however way you'd like with all these accessories. Going down to the waist, you're gonna get a little bit of crunch down and a decent amount of crunch backwards. So not great, but not the worst. Going to the legs, you can get about this far apart. You're gonna want to be careful, of course, that you don't split any seams. You'll want to go, just exercise some caution there. It's gonna go about this far forward and this far back, as we can see. Double jointed knee. That's nice. You do, I believe, you get a boot cut, boot swivel. Ankles, my favorite part of any Mezco review, as you all know. Go up a little bit, not so much back. And the rocker, yeah, no. I mean, you can kind of force it and get a little more, so yeah. But we're used to that at this point, So I'm gonna pass it over to my buddy Phil, and he's gonna go over the look and design. So I will see you guys there.
All right, you guys, Philip here, talking about the look and design and the accessories for this Mezco 1/12 Green Goblin. We'll be talking about look and design first. First and foremost, man, excellent job Mezco with this green. A beautiful suit, beautiful design, nice color palette choice too. Really, really nice. I love too that, you actually see the scales on him. Purple is really good. The material used too is really good. I like all of that. So as far as look and design goes for the Green Goblin, I mean, look at that face sculpt. Just an excellent looking face sculpt. So really good as far as look and design goes for the Green Goblin. Now, accessories, boy. And if you guys have not checked out our Snake Eyes review, I highly recommend you go check it out. One thing I said in that review was, man, Mezco's really stepping up when it comes to accessories. And for this Green Goblin, it's just no different. For these like deluxe type of figures, man, we're really just getting amazing stuff thrown into these action figures, and it's just great stuff. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about all these hands actually. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus these ones, 7 different sets of hands. So really good. We get a bunch of different hands, different types of poses that you can do. And again, some things that does get overlooked with hands. Sometimes you ask yourself, well, I don't really need that many hands. Yeah, you do, trust me. If you're a toy photographer, all these type of hands really just come in handy, and you can never have enough of them. So also, let's talk about some other accessories like the alternative heads. This Norman Osborn sculpt is just fantastic. Really just good looking stuff here. So we get him looking crazy. We get him looking like real serious. I like this, the unmasking version of him. I mean, that's really, really cool. So really good stuff there. The other alternative head of him right here, kind of just grinning. Good stuff there. And then him with his mouth open. Again, just fantastic work here by Mezco. Their sculpts have really just improved over the years. We also get, of course, like his satchel or bag. So really good stuff here. And here's where I think Mezco has really shined. Now, if you go back to some of our earlier reviews, and Jared's funny to look at this now, going back to our archives, when we were looking at like other type of Mezcos like Bishop, Gambit, I can't remember some other ones, but like other type of like mutants or X-Men or any type of Marvel or DC that actually have powers or abilities. We kept saying it too, like, it'd be really good if you guys just incorporated the effects into the hands, not like make me actually like take the effect, peg it into a hand, and put it in the, no, just incorporate it into like one solid piece. So Mezco has done that now, and they definitely listen to the community, and this is just excellent work. Like, look how cool that looks. Throwing a frog out, it's kind of funny, but I mean, just looks really cool. Another effect that we do get is the throwing of like the pumpkin bomb, and it's just really good coloring here. I liked how it just blends perfectly in, and you can see the pumpkin bomb right there. Really, really good stuff there. And then of course he gets another one too, so you get 3 different ones, and of course these actually come as sets of hands as well, so you can add that to the list of how many hands you have. So really good stuff there. Then of course we get some, I mean, I don't want to call them, not batarangs, obviously, goblin rings. I don't know what you want to call these, but really cool. We get a bunch of them. We get a ton of them right down here. We get a bunch of different pumpkin bombs. And of course you see them all right here. We got some other ones that actually, like, here's like one that's kind of like smoking. There we go. And then we get one that actually is already lit on fire. So pretty cool there. Of course, he would not be Green Goblin without his Goblin glider. And again, too, this is really cool engineer right here. Like, this actually pops out so you can have him holding on to it. You don't have to reach all the way down there. It actually does come up and down. One of the best things about this was that this actually acts as a stand. So these flames act as like a stand, and they just perfectly hover, and the thing does get some good articulation, so you can just kind of just do that with it. Look at that, stands up on his own, which is phenomenal for toy photography. You don't have to have him clipping on with like some of the stands and look like he's floating in the air. No, you can actually just put him right on here and he'll look like he's hovering. So that's perfect. That's well done, Mezco. And of course he has like a flame in the back. And then he also has one little flame flickering for his fingers. I mean, I don't know, this one was kind of to me, but you know, hey, whatever. Better to have it than not have it at all. So this is just excellent work, more accessories from Mezco, and this is just perfect. Job well done. We're gonna go ahead and now move over to our final verdict and grade them on a scale of 1 to 100, so we'll see you over there. All right, you guys, Philip and Jared here about to bring you guys the final verdict for the Mezco 112 Green Goblin. Jared, kick us off with box presentation.
So the box, we'll post some pictures of it. Again, I don't like the boxes where it's just a bunch of artwork and nothing of the figure.
Yep.
So, you know, to stop us from beating a dead horse.
Yeah, go ahead and explain just in case for those new people out there, because you know there's going to be someone be like, I don't get it.
The way I see it is you either have to show off the figure via window or show what's in the box.
Yes, otherwise you just don't know what you might be purchasing or even looking at.
Exactly.
Like, you're in a comic book store, a big box store, and you saw that on the shelf, you'd be like, I don't know what that is.
Exactly.
Believe it or not, there are still some people out there that don't know what Mezco toys are.
That's true. That's true. So that's why he gets a 14 for the box.
Yep. Your next segment was articulation. Go ahead and talk to us right there.
So the articulation, we know with Mezco figures, they're not always the most articulated. However, I think the what's here gets the job done. That's why he got a 15 out of 20.
Yep. Next up was my segment, look and design, solid 20 out of 20 for the Green Goblin. He looks just like a classic Green Goblin is. It's good color palette, good design. I mean, the head sculpt's phenomenal. The design of the suit's pretty good. I mean, not like there's much to do there, but they just, you know, keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method, they did that perfectly with this Goblin. Next up, accessories, 20 out of 20. Again, guys, I don't know what else could have been thrown in here. He has pumpkin bombs, he has throwing effects, he has multiple hands, the glider, the alternative heads. We got a bunch of them, actually. You know, the satchel.
Yeah, I can't think of anything
Yeah, I was going to say, chime in here, Jared, if you think I'm missing something. No. Like, I don't know what else could have been thrown in there.
I have no idea what else.
To make accessories better, so... Yep, that's why he gets a 20 out of 20. Last but not least was price. Jared, MSRP on this figure was $112. We think that's fair or not?
It's a little high, but I don't think it's significantly high. I think for what, you get a ton of stuff here.
You do.
And I think if it was closer to $100, maybe like 95, that would be pretty nice.
That would be a Chef's Kiss perfect price. 100, 105 would be a little bit better, but the 112, again, it's not like we're saying that's atrocious and no way anybody should pay for that. No,
you know what you're getting here. You're getting a quality figure with a ton of accessories.
Yep, and that's why the score for the price did get a 16 out of 20, which this figure scores a nice 85 out of 100, hitting that nice B+ grade, so we think it's mid to better than an average figure, so I think definitely above average. And the one question I have for you guys, and I'll throw it to you, Jared, first, is this a definitive classic Green Goblin, yes or no?
I would have to say yes.
You guys can comment down below as well. Do you think this is a definitive Green Goblin? We think so. which is why, again, gets a nice 85 out of 100. Please, guys, if you guys made it this far, hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to grab yourself this Green Goblin, use Jared's affiliate link. Save yourself 10% if it's in stock over on Entertainment Earth. You can find that link in the description box as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.